Hello, happy Friday. I hope wherever you are that you and your loved ones are safe and well, that you're having a good week and a good day. I am filming today because I actually went to a lecture on two lectures this week. Both were at the Fashion Institute of Technology in Manhattan, and it was a great experience. Tuesday, my mom came with me, and Wednesday, I went in on my own, and it was they're free tickets to go to these lectures, and it was incredible. Both were amazing. On Tuesday, when my mom and I got to the school, we were going to listen to a lecturer speak about indigenous dyeing techniques, which was just mind-blowing. It was incredible. But when we got there, we just kind of, breezed through the lobby, went upstairs, dealt with our IDs and our tickets, and then went upstairs. And we were in this glass-walled classroom on the second floor, overlooking the lobby. So my mom was pointing out the banners that were at our level on the second floor. And it said the Unwearable collection, and there were a couple of quotes. And so we were like, what's that about? We wanted to take a look when we left, and so that's what we did. And when we got there and we started to look at what these they were unwearable garments made of, things like sharp paper and knives and like a glass or plexiglass looking material, all sharp, shards of everything. So we were like, wow, what is this about? And then when I read what it was about, oh my gosh, it stopped me cold because I felt like I had one of those zooming in moments. This collection, the Unwearable collection, was created by students and a mentor in conjunction with patients living with GPP. If you don't know what GPP is, I didn't either. It's generalized pustular psoriasis. Now, I do not know enough to discuss this yet. I am researching it, but that's not my focus. My focus was the similarities of what these people were describing to what CRPS patients live with. The glass-looking one was conveying isolation, how there's a bubble of, don't touch around these patients, these people. And I'm sorry referring to them as patients. They're just everyday people. I go right for the medical. But CRPS patients can relate to that 100%. The sense of don't touch me the wrong way, don't grab my arm, don't, pat my back or whatever. We get it. The sense of pain. The paper shards outfit was like living with many, many, many paper cuts all over your body. And that broke my heart because it was incredible to look at and the creativity involved. But when you think about the way that person must feel every day, and it just kind of stops you cold. But the outfit that got me the most was the flaring outfit, because it looked like the person was on fire, that they were being engulfed in this red, burning kind of smoke. And that could have been me. That could be any one of you with CRPS out there watching this video. The similarities in these different conditions, even though we do not live with the same symptoms, we do not live with the same symptomology, the same medication needs, the same anything, but we get the sense of being in pain, of being alone, of being flaring, of being afraid. And it was remarkable that they were able to turn these descriptions into living visuals of that. And I was so impressed with that. First of all, the creator in me, the maker in me, was blown away by the beauty in the horror of it, if that makes sense. That they were able to do this and make this happen. And there are small videos on, I'm going to link, the mentor's name is Bart Hess, and they have videos on their Instagram, little snippets of creating these garments, and the final video like unveiling to one of the patients, one of the people, and it's very powerful. And it's only in the lobby, and I don't know if it's going anywhere after this, but it's only there till October 15th. And I'm sorry I saw it as late in the game as I did, but I'm so glad that I did. So if you're in New York City, I highly recommend you get there. I think the academic buildings are probably only open on weekdays, so I don't even know what kind of time you have left here. It might be closed. It might, I don't know. You'd have to check. But in any case, it's online. And I shared it on both my main page and my Pain in the Back page because I want people to see this. I want people to get the sense of what the heck it's like living with these conditions, what it's like. And my CRPS situation is much better controlled than it was in 2003. But the burning, I don't, like, my husband and my daughter know how they can touch me. But a lot of other people just like pat me on the back, or like, my family knows, but it's like, and if you don't know, I don't look sick. I don't look like I've got anything. So you don't know if you're walking up to somebody with one of these conditions and you're just like slapping them on a bad spot, or like grabbing them like, oh my gosh, let me tell you the story. And it's just like, you don't know that person's head is exploding because they're like, please let go of my arm. Please don't touch me. And it's easy to think like, oh, these are just outfits, but they're not. They're living representations of the feelings of these people. And I commend them for their vulnerability. It's upsetting. Their vulnerability and their strength in really driving home what this is like for them. But I will tell you, as somebody who lives with a chronic nerve pain, like the situation that I'm in, I could relate, and I was completely empathetic to what they must go through, and my heart broke. And so I did contact Bartes. I emailed them immediately that night, and if they ever get back to me, I don't know how busy they are. I'm sure they're very busy right now, because they are brilliant. But I did email them to ask if they would ever be willing to do an interview with me to talk about this collection and their other work, and what drove them to do this with these students, like what led them to make this happen. Because I wish the whole world could see it, so that we're a little more sensitive to what people go through. Again, I know I go back to my rock backpack analogy, but a lot of people are carrying boulders around, and you may not know it to look at them, but they're carrying the boulders around. And so we don't know, like these outfits were all so painful to look at. And so if that's the experience, I feel like people should know that and be sensitive to it and be kind about it. But just in general, I don't know how kind the world is, especially right now, but I want people to be sensitive to the feelings of others, and the sense that we're all fighting a battle that you know nothing about, that I know nothing about. And I have to always treat people kindly, because I don't know what people are going. Oh, I would be kind anyway, but I don't know what you're going through. I'm not going to walk up and be a jerk. But I think it's easy for people to forget that. So it was just very powerful. Whether you're in New York or not, check out their the Unwearable collection. If you look it up online, it's going to come up. It was covered in the press. And if you look it up on Instagram, you'll see it. It's incredibly, incredibly valuable, very important. It's beautiful in its gut-wrenching reality for people. Medical stuff aside, the creativity involved is out of this world. I mean, the maker in me was just like, oh my gosh, like my mom and I were walking around like, whoa. And other people started to walk along with us, and we were talking about it, and it was just a powerful experience to share with other people, but also to think about for my own self. and my own existence in CRPS. You know, it's very powerful. So I highly recommend that you check it out. The Unwearable collection. Bravo to these students and these wonderful people who gave their stories and their descriptors, you know, their words to what it's like, so that we can all understand, or try to understand, or endeavor to understand what it is like to live with GPP, because I can only imagine. So respect, and, you know, bravo to them, to all of the people involved in this wonderful, wonderful, wonderful project, because it was very educational. And I hope the students got something out of it, and that everybody that sees it gets something out of it. I hope wherever you are that you have a low pain, no pain, low aggravation, no aggravation kind of a day, kind of a week, and kind of a weekend to come. It's Friday, because that's what we hope for. That's what we deserve. That is what I truly wish for each and every one of you. I hope wherever you are in the world that you are safe tonight, that your loved ones are safe tonight. And I hope that peace prevails. And that's all I'll say. The blog will be up sometime this weekend, and everything will be back up next week. I hope you have a good rest of the evening. Take care, be well, and happy Friday.